He's going to sit down, Mark.
All right, how many more guns will play?
All right, and we are live. Dang it, we didn't get to do that thing where it's...
I know,
I'm so
we were planning
sorry.
on that.
Oh, my God. Well, we can talk about Mexico and your pants later.
Yes,
So.
it was a good story about how my pants...
Yeah, it's funny, actually, I forgot to mention this, but earlier, I know very little Spanish, but one of the phrases is, donde están mis pantalones, which is, where are my pants?
You know what? That is actually a very... Next time you go to Mexico, you've got to know that phrase.
Yeah.
Just saying. That's valuable.
No, I actually used to hunt in Mexico with Mexican farmers we worked with, and I figured that, that phrase would be useful, so.
Yeah.
All right, well, that being said...
TMI.
Yeah. Well, we've got Jonathan from Airsoftology on the show today. After the broadcast, go on over and check out Airsoftology, his channel. You upload multiple videos per week, is that correct?
Yeah, between usually 3 weeks. So Mondays, my Monday video, which is Q&A, kind of like you guys ask the questions, I answer them. Wednesdays, typically reviews, sometimes bonus gameplay, and then Friday/Saturday's gameplay. Nice.
Well, that's awesome. I love watching your channel. It's always fun because you take care of some like hard-hitting topics. Like one of the videos we talked about recently was, I believe, kids ruining airsoft. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's one of the more wildly popular ones.
So it's always good to check out those videos. I mean, you give a really like unbiased take on just about everything. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I try to keep it kind of honest because I can usually do a little bit more than a lot of places can.
Well, with that being said, let me go over some currently available promos and we can get into the meat of the show. So first and foremost of which, we've still got some Full Metal Elite Force guns on our website available for $99.99. This is the RSKP and the KMP Basic. Basically, you have one Full Metal Elite Force gun from the M4 family, one Full Metal Elite Force gun from the AK side of the family. So those are available for $99.99, which is a pretty darn good deal. We've also got up to 80% off thousands of different items on our website that are pre-discounted, so you don't have to enter a coupon code. They're already just marked off right there. In addition, orders $60 or more will receive a free GI gift card, and our flat rate shipping, $4.95, shipped to anywhere in the lower 48 states, is still available for a limited time only. Also, we have a SHOT Show mystery box dropping on January 19th at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be available for $179.99. Now, if the big kicker for me, and let me know your thoughts on this, is that you can take a chance in this mystery box. You're going to get as much as you put in, if not more, but you also have a chance to win a minigun.
A minigun?
Yes, a minigun. Which didn't you get a chance to see one
minigun
firing recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, and how was that?
That's good. Which one is the new Classic Army?
Yes.
The new old Classic Army, the rebirth of Classic Army. Yeah. You're going to want that. Yeah,
pretty amazing. I've actually been on the receiving end only a few times, and it made you want to wear an extra set of underwear because I definitely pooped myself a little bit. Actually, if you check out Airsoftology on YouTube...
Great segue.
Yeah. No, it's making me look great.
Have nothing to do with pooping your pants, but let's talk about Airsoftology.
But check out Airsoftology, but also check out, you have a web store where you can get Airsoftology PVC patches. I don't know if this is going to show up right.
Oh, you like brown? Believe it or not, that one's brown. Oh, that one's brown. That one's yellow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, the color contrast isn't great on this web camera. But these are really awesome. I have the previous version, and I really like these PVC editions. It's really cool. Check it out. You can get it straight from airsoftology.com/store.
Yep.
Let's see. One other thing is we've got thousands of items that have just been restocked from a lot of your favorite manufacturers, and global shipping is still available, and you should check it out, especially if you're ordering from outside the United States. We do not ship to North Korea. They have been bad. I know it's tough.
Hey, test a nuclear bomb. Don't get airsoft. That's how it works.
Yeah, did you hear that they were rumored to have tested a hydrogen bomb recently?
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of scary. So
yeah,
yeah, what could go wrong there?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. People are saying fix the audio, and then people are saying thanks for fixing it. Kind of confused. All right, now, John, we had you in here earlier today to shoot a short Tactical Gear Heads. It's funny, our editor was like, man, it was so easy working with him. It's like he's been on camera. I was like...
I've never done it before.
I was like, type in Airsoftology. He was like, right, okay. So, well played. But you've brought in a couple of your pieces of gear today. Why don't you show off your... why don't we start with the helmet, because it's pretty cool.
The brain bucket? Yes. So I got my toys here. So this is my going brain bucket as it stands right now. It is of course, an ops core, or not ops core. See, I don't even know my own gear. It's a Cry Precision airframe. I've had so many helmets, actually. So this is my Cry Precision airframe. I don't have a cover on it right now. Sometimes I do run the cover. But this one is actually a size large replica, which is really hard to find. You got to kind of go searching and importing. Because most of the replicas you find are size mediums.
That sounds about right.
And if you got kind of a big noggin like this guy does here, yeah, it doesn't work. It's like the brain crusher. But so I got it, and I did some modding too. I'd run a real night vision, so I got I moved my real night vision shroud over Wilcox here, just because I didn't want to have like a fake mount running real night vision, because you lose that, it gets expensive. So, but yeah, this is it. Got my patch on there, my call sign, got America on the other, and on the back I got the new Milsim West battery bag, which I'm really digging. I was using a counterweight pouch, and I run actually in here. I run a large external battery. I can pull it out for you guys. It's a company called Anchor makes it. These things are like $30, I think, online. You can get them on Amazon or something like that. I'm sure you guys probably have something similar. Do you guys carry the G&G one?
I believe we do. I'd have to take a look on the website. But
yeah, G&G makes a good one too. So it goes in here, route the cable around the front, and then when I'm running my GoPro up here on the front, I have like pretty much infinite battery. I can go through an entire weekend doing a Milsim op and not have to change it.
Damn. Yeah, and those external battery packs are really, really nice to use, because actually, when we were at Copperhead last year for American Milsim, I remember we were in a last stand, and my head camera ran out of battery right as the house started getting hit. So you're the only footage. You're the only one who has footage of me getting shot in the face and that epic last stand, because you were the last person left alive when they were throwing grenade after grenade in.
And that is coming soon.
Out.
And I threw it out. Yes.
Yeah.
And I
landed near
overthrew
me.
it. I did. Yeah. Did I shoot you I didn't shoot you in the face though, did I?
No, you came out, shot one guy, then shot me, and then like the.
I shot your cameraman.
Yes.
I shot you, some guy, your cameraman, and then when I spun to the left, they were like, it was like a scene out of Pulp Fiction.
Oh my god!
Like all with pistols pointed right at me. I got lit up.
It was funny because he, like the cameraman, dropped like a sack of potatoes. He got hit in the neck. He's like, "Oh god!" and then just fell over.
You see the feet go up?
Yeah, that was funny. He was a really nice kid. Gentleman from US Airsoft. If you have a chance, check out that channel as well. But he really took one for the team there.
Sean? Was it?
I think it was Ryan.
Ryan?
Yeah, I feel bad for blanking on the name. I do remember his channel, so don't forget that. US Airsoft. Very nice gentleman who comes out and films a lot of events. But yeah, you were on your gun pretty fast, like switching targets. So I was pretty impressed. So, yeah.
That's like purely out of fear, not out of skill.
Yeah, no, it was point blank engagement, so I was pretty impressed. So
being trapped in a garage and having like after the 7th or 8th grenade was thrown in on you, and some of those R2BSs, those tag hand grenades, will ring your bell. I'm not going to lie.
Well, I thought it was very interesting because that was the first ever Airsoft game where I'd use Electronic Ear Pro. And I remember you would come out after, and I think you were like, man, I could barely hear. And I was like, what do you mean? And then I remembered, that Electronic Ear Pro basically tones down the sound if it goes anywhere above where it's going to hurt your ears. So it's pretty impressive, especially for how affordable it is nowadays.
Right. In fact, I normally, what you don't see on here, and it's actually in my kit out in the car, I usually have a set of like Peltor, the sports. They're the range guards, and I got them on sale for like $30. But they're electronic hearing protection. And ever since that game, I run, because I'm like, well, it's an outside game. There's like buildings everywhere. I won't need my Ear Pro. I needed my Ear Pro.
Yeah, and it's surprising how much of an advantage it gives you, because I could hear people sneaking up on me from the other side of the building with that Ear Pro, and I didn't think that was even physically possible.
Yep.
Now, I would like to mention, at least as far as your helmet, like this didn't come on here, these cool little Velcro patches.
No, so I'm going to try to get it so the camera can see it. So all the Velcro on here, this is the real Cry Velcro kit, but it's like cheap. It's like the $10 mod, because usually the helmets don't come with those. Even the real ones don't. So it gives you all the Velcro and stuff on it. I think that's pretty good lighting right there, so you guys can kind of see it all. But I like it. I think it's kind of neat looking, looks futuristic. Plus you can put all the propellers and satellite dishes or whatever you want to run on your camera.
Well, I think it looks fancy.
Yeah, it is kind of fancy, especially for a repro.
Yeah. We actually had a gentleman here a little while back who asked, I believe it was Dominic Barella. He's like, hey, Jono, are you ever going to make it up to Oregon?
I am. I will be there in 2 weeks. So the weekend after SHOT Show, which is January 30th.
Yes.
I will be at the Oregon Airsoft Arena for the Winter Expo.
Nice. The timing on that question was epically perfect.
That was good.
Yeah, that is good.
Wow.
Shoot, there was something else I was going to mention about Copperhead, but it's fleeing my mind now, so I'll just move on. Now, you've also got your gun here today. Why don't you show that off to us?
I do, yes. Let me take the old helmet out of the way. See if I can get this sucker on camera all the way. Move it over. Here we go. Bow. There's my baby. This is one I did for Tactical Gearheads here. This is one of many But this is my 416, so this is kind of my personal gun. I've had this one for quite a while. This is the 2011 model, to give you an idea. So it's, what, 5 years old now?
Yeah, 2011, 2016.
Yeah, I'm basic math. I went to public school, guys. Math's terrible. So yeah, this is it. Kind of head to toe, like kind of PTS'd out. I don't know if you guys are familiar with PTS or not, but
PTS.
PTS suppressor, PTS stubby grip, PTS grip here. So yeah, it's definitely tricked out. Usually I have PTS, the EPM, the mags.
Yeah, you had those all over your kit for the tactical gear heads, which is pretty cool.
But for the 416, I put the G-style or Geissele rail on it. I've got a wonderful EOTech setup here, like I think it's called the G33 setup, with the flip-to-side optics. So if you want to pew-pew up close or pew-pew far away, it's your choice. So I got that, backup iron sights, Bravo green laser, which is incredibly bright. I don't know if you guys carry the Bravo green lasers or not.
I'm not sure off the top of my head, but
they come in green and red. So
I always worry about green lasers because I know they're more likely to damage someone's eyesight. They do look really cool though. So
I'm super careful with mine. Like, that's like I don't want to like lay somebody.
Yeah.
What I do like with the green, and I don't want to like blast your camera here. I don't think I got batteries in it, do I? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
There we go. Yep. Probably see it like shine off my hand there. It does work. These filters on this are infrared. So if you see it right now, there's nothing. You can barely kind of make it out there because that's actually a full spectrum camera up there. So you can actually see this with your night vision on, but your enemies can't see it.
That's impressive.
Which is really nice. And then I got my Surefire light. I've got a, I'm going to get back on camera here, X300 Ultra. So that's super, super, super bright to wander around because I end up falling a lot.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a beard like that, I mean, the fall percentage is much higher.
Yeah, the beard blocks the vision.
Oh no, clearly.
But yeah, that's my toy.
Now I'd like to mention this because I was surprised. I didn't know they made these for the X300, but there's actually a back piece on there that will help you connect to a pressure pad. Yeah, what was that called again?
On the the light.
Yeah.
So they actually do have one. It's in my kit over there. Actually, Amy, can you grab me the little pressure pad in there? We have an assistant off camera. Should be a little wire closest to you, right there. So I'm not running on this one because I'm out of ARL space here. There we go. So this right here, this is an add-on, this piece on the back, and I'll just go ahead and take this off for you guys. So normally this is a pistol light. So it ends like right here, and you've got the little rockers to turn it on. So I don't have batteries in it right now. But this add-on part is to kind of work with the long gun. It has a power switch here in the back that goes so you don't accidentally turn it on. I think I do have batteries in it. Yeah, I do have batteries in it. Yeah. Then in the back, you've got a little plug, and this guy goes in. And now you've got a pressure pad. So you've got momentary on with you press the long pad here, and then you've got this little button on there which clicks it on and clicks it back off. So, and this clips right onto your rails, the way it locks in. So it just kind of, it's rubber, so it kind of bends around and snaps on. So there's kind of your pistol to rifle long gun adapter.
Yeah, pretty handy. When I saw that, I definitely thought about picking one up because I usually use the X300 on pretty much anything that has a rail on it. So that's pretty handy.
Yeah, I've found that rails are a little different though. You got to do a little bit of
a little
tweaking,
work,
a little loose, but.
Really quick shout out to Thomas Lee in Bakersfield. Your shout out is approved. I'm from Bakersfield, so I'm wholeheartedly approve that one. All right.
Oh yeah, and to answer Elliot, by the way, it's AEG.
Yes.
Not a gas blowback. You're asking about this.
Ellie Roof was asking ERG or GBBR. So he's either asking about that or would you have a preference between a recoil gun or a gas blowback?
I don't know. Where I travel so much, cold could be a problem, so I'd say recoil gun. Just for that reason.
Fair play. Someone earlier, I can't remember their name, so please forgive me, was asking if you're going to make it out to Noob Day this 2016.
Sadly, not. It's so disappointing. Right now, Noob Day is potentially scheduled the same week of Copperhead, and I'm going to unfortunately be in Copperhead. I've already committed to that. If it shifts, if the date does move, there's a possibility. Because I've been to Noob Day every year for 5 years now, I guess.
I was going to say, we talk about that seemingly every year.
Yep.
Predators.
You guys should go.
I'd like to go. I don't know if we're going to have it in the cards because we also have our BB Wars series to get up and kicking this year after the Empire's resounding defeat.
Dum dum dum.
Predator 01 Airsoft. Hey Bob, I missed it. Hey Bob.
Do it again.
Hey Bob, the Imperium of Man will fall beneath the boots of chaos. The Emperor protects. You were totally wrong. That was a Warhammer 40k thing. Okay, this is a good question from the Airsofting Ginger. You probably don't have a soul. It's a South Park joke, and my sister's Ginger. How do you attach the battery bag to the helmet?
Oh, okay. Let me grab it. So it's Velcro. So on this one, it's good Velcro. It's just the aggressive side of Velcro. And then on this one, I didn't show you guys too much in the bag. Let me plug the power. It has elastic here. So if you're running a smaller battery, it'll shrink down for you. If you're running a larger one, it'll actually open up. And they do have little bitty, I don't know if you can see these little things across the top, so you can tie it on. So if you're concerned about it, you don't have Velcro, or you're worried about it getting knocked off, you can run retention cords through here. And like on the helmet, see those little white things in that crack? You can tie them off to like one of those posts in there or something like that, or tie it somewhere else. If you have a helmet cover on here, you can tie it off the helmet cover so you don't lose this, because these batteries do get kind of pricey.
Fair play. Fair play. Now, interesting enough, we're having a lot of questions on this Massachusetts law.
Yes.
Now, what are your first? Actually, why don't you give your first impressions for folks who may not be aware of what's going on?
All right. So in Massachusetts, I've been following this one. I kind of picked the story up early on and kind of shared it out before it really got. Because I have a friend of mine in Mass that saw
really?
it. He brought it to my attention. So Todd, big shout out to you, buddy, if you're watching. Thank you for bringing it to my attention early. They're looking to put restriction on airsoft, and at first glance, it's, well, you just throw an orange permanent stripe down the barrel of your gun, and that's it. You're good to go. When you really kind of dig in and read it, like if you read it twice, like 'cause I missed it the first time too, you end up with a law that says orange stripe down the barrel because it's now an imitation firearm, and then it has to be permanently plugged at the end.
Yeah.
So there's no way for BBs to go out. So in that case, minus the suppressor here, I'll demonstrate for you guys out there in internet land. So this would have to be plugged, no hole at the end. So that plug solid, no BBs can come out. That's the law. So it would be the end of Airsoft in Massachusetts.
Yep.
And I was just there. I visited actually quite a few fields and shops in that area.
Man.
Great community, fantastic community, and this is the first law that would kill Airsoft in a state if it goes through as written.
Yep.
Right now there are cities that have restrictions, specifically in New York City, for example, but no states yet.
Yeah, we've seen a couple different petitions circulating through the internet, and it's weird because I feel like one or two of those petitions aren't actually written appropriately. There's like one that's actually is drawing most of the support. So we're hopefully going to post a link on Facebook, probably more than likely tomorrow, for those airsofters that are in Massachusetts to get behind their opposition to this law. So
yeah, and that's really a challenge. I saw that in California, what was successful in getting the law to where we are today, which is just adhesive bands, essentially, which it could have been way
could
worse.
have been very much worse.
Was binding together as a community and not having 20,000 different petitions. I mean, definitely finding the one that has the absolute most support, get rid of the rest, put all your effort into that one, because if they can divide and conquer us as a group,
you're screwed.
We're dead.
Yep. No, very true. Very true. Now, actually, if you wouldn't mind, would you grab that gun sitting right there?
Move this one out of the way.
Yes.
And I will grab this one.
Much obliged. We've there's some barrel extensions we've had on the website for a little while, but we're actually starting to make more use of them lately. These are Infinity Core barrel extensions that come in a variety of Cryptek and non-Cryptek camo schemes. I believe they're available for, I think, $69.99 on our website right now. So if you're looking for a new barrel extension, these actually look pretty slick. We started putting them on a variety of different guns just to check out how they looked. And I'll be honest, like, I was like, okay, they're barrel extensions, then we put them on some of our guns, and I think it makes them look a lot cooler. Like, specifically, this is Mark's gun, which is a high rate of fire, and I think it actually looks pretty badass. However, we do have some camo color guns that were until recently on the wall, but yeah, I would highly suggest checking out the Infinity Core barrel extensions. We actually have one on a Vector Red.
I like this one. Hang on, before we take it off.
Yeah,
what I do like, and I want to show you against this one, and this is one of my favorite suppressors, some of you guys can tell the size difference.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's that apparent, but this is a trimmer. Hang on, let me get it right up there. So you see how much fatter this one is? I know it's kind of hard to tell on the internet, kids. There you go. That's probably a good thing. So you can see how much fatter this one is. This one will get it down below the sights. A lot of, especially going to run on a pistol, for example, this probably won't block your iron sights on your pistol.
Nope, more than likely not.
So that's my biggest problem. Sometimes suppressors are so big, they'll block your sights.
No, that's very true, and that is really frustrating. Would you mind?
Grab the Vector.
Yeah.
I'll trade you. Ooh.
I
Sorry, earthquake, bumped the bumped the webcam.
All right, so this is a custom vector that we put together quite a while ago. But we actually switched out the barrel extension into a different version of Cryptek. I think it looks pretty cool. I think it gives the gun a little bit more flavor. It's already very aggressive as it is, and pretty long, honestly. So
yeah, I like that. And that's another thing about the smaller ones too. You can get them inside of rail systems a lot easier. Sometimes a slight difference is like just even a quarter of a centimeter is the difference between getting it under a rail and not.
No, that's very true. And it is frustrating too when you buy like a barrel extension or a mock suppressor and then you get it all the way up to like putting it on your gun and it literally will not fit inside your custom rail system.
Do you want to do like that whole like this, that recessed, cool kind of integrated suppressor look thing?
Have you heard of the term hide the pig?
No, I've never heard of hide the pig.
Really?
I don't want to comment on that.
No, it's actually I heard it from.
We're still talking about suppressors, right?
Well, actually, this goes to what I term loudners, but you know those KX3 flash hiders?
Yeah, the fire pigs.
Yeah, that's right. Something our techs were telling me a while ago is they were playing this game called Hide the Pig, where they would have a gun with a longer rail system, and they would try and get the KX3 flash hiders recessed in there to where the pig with the flaming hog on the side was recessed and it's hidden. So they thought it gave it a cooler look, and it was also kind of like a tech challenge for them. So
tech challenge, hide the pig.
Hide the pig, yes.
You got to be 18 years old to try hide the pig.
Yeah, it does sound bad, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to be a lamb, and yes. Thank you. I know this is not a light gun. All right. Bob, when and where will the BB Wars 2016 campaign begin? That's from Elliot Ruoff. Well, more than likely, it's going to start in California. I cannot say where. I will say when. It will probably be within 1.5 to 2 months. I'm really excited I'm eagerly awaiting being able to announce the details, and it will happen very soon. So stay tuned to Airsoft GI's Facebook, social media, and our website for when that drops. Oh my God, the audio is so far off. It's Walrus Gaming.
Wow.
There's probably a delay, which is kind of funny because our mouths are probably not matching with the audio.
We can do subtitles.
That would be fun. I've always wanted to do like subtitle something and then completely not at all follow what someone's saying and just tell a completely different story.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah.
We should do that.
But we can't.
We can't?
Now. Yeah. Well, we're going to have someone in another room like typing subtitles.
Well, we can really mess with you guys out there and just move our mouths and not say anything?
Yeah. I mean, right.
Sure.
Yeah, indeed.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Let's see if there are any other questions. Broken Home 5, question mark.
No, I come from a pretty good family.
Touche.
Exclamation mark.
Touche. But you have been to American Milsim's Broken Home for quite a number of years, correct?
Yeah, every year.
Every year. Since the first one?
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Yep.
I did. No. Yes.
I'm playfully jealous because the op looks amazing. There are helicopters. The field looks stunning. They usually have vehicles. The only thing that's made me a little standoffish, and I didn't have a choice whether I could go or not, regardless, was the fact that they have ticks there.
Big ones.
Yeah,
and I
lots.
pulled a nasty one off me that took like 2 months to heal.
Really?
Yeah, I almost thought I had like Lyme disease or something.
Did I tell you my Lyme disease story?
No.
I went to an op on the East Coast, and the first time in my entire life I got bit by a tick, Lyme disease.
Really?
Swear to God.
I met a player that went to Broken Home and actually got over Lyme disease. He
Oh,
had it
God.
too. We ended up talking. It was on the tour, I think, my Northeast tour I did. So we were sharing stories about ticks. So I dodged the bullet, thankfully. But
Yeah.
like my lymph nodes swelled up, and I was like, "Oh man, it's going to happen."
I mean, best to get that sorted out early, because if you have Lyme disease for an extended period of time, you couldn't be stuck in the bed for the rest of your life. Yeah, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
So I was actually just kind of super bitchy for like 2 weeks.
So the audio is hilarious.
Oh,
That's
good.
Jeremy Newen.
Well, if it's kind of bad but still funny, I'll take it. It's like a Godzilla movie. Nice. Very, very good. Oh, yes, Phoenix Teddy Airsoft, your shout-out is approved. Hopefully I'll be able to see you guys at the next Airsoft GI Texas game. Very much looking forward to going back to D14. It is awesome if you're ever in Texas. Highly suggest checking out D14. Jonathan is the best. I completely disagree. How dare you, sir?
You've been drinking the Kool-Aid, man.
White, which is delicious as well. Someone's asking about your hat.
My hat. Yes. Smith Optics. Smith Optics Elite. So this was a SHOT Show giveaway about 2 or 3 years ago. from the Smith booth.
That's nice.
I may have blacked a guy's eye, grabbed it, and ran off.
I would do the same thing.
True story.
Yeah, it must have been Chris Costa. Let's see. Someone was asking, will there ever be an AEG Chris Vector? Very interesting question. I did notice over on Crytek's website, or no, Crytek's Facebook, they had dropped some subtle hints.
Yeah, subtle, not so subtle.
Yeah, yeah, no, not so subtle. So hopefully that will happen. I actually asked them a really stupid question a while back. I was like, oh, is there going to be blowback? And they looked at me like I was an idiot because the whole point of the vectors is to mitigate the...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I just like...
I want the kick.
I like
There's
blowback.
no kick.
Yeah.
Although, when you do fire the real vector full auto, it pulls pretty hard to the right.
You know, I didn't notice the... Well, it does pull... For me, it pulled a little bit to the right, but I noticed, like, if I don't really lean into it and I dump the whole mag, I definitely go up quite a bit.
See, my barrel didn't climb well. I guess I was kind of braced.
Yeah, I should have braced more.
But it pulled, like,
Yeah.
I basically cut the target in half.
Wow. Dang.
Yeah. Of course, they gave me a big mag. So I got to dump more than just, like, 8 rounds.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was actually curious. I haven't had a chance to fire it, but I've seen videos of the 9mm Vector. Ooh. Looks like the thing doesn't even move.
It's going to be out. That's a confirmed for this year, and it's going to be at their Machine Gun Vegas shoot. If you're going to it on Wednesday night.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
So yeah, I will definitely be shooting the 9mm Vector.
Well, I'll be playfully jealous if I don't get a go. Did you ever have a chance to fire the ballistic ordnance sound system?
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And your thoughts?
It is neat. It is a little on the pricey side, and that's an understatement, but it's really cool. So if you guys don't know what it is, it looks like an M203 grenade launcher. So it's like, let me get on camera here, about yay big. So it's going to take up your entire rail, like a full-size one. And it uses a combination of propane and electronics and a spark to create a boom. And it syncs up with your gun. You pull the trigger, boom! It sounds like your gun going off. So it's basically the most realistic sound simulator you're going to get for an airsoft gun from a sound standpoint.
Yeah, no, I would highly agree. And it definitely, I mean, I haven't been on the field when it's been active, but I've had the chance to fire it, and gosh, it is so much fun.
It's intimidating. I played at Code Red Airsoft Park, and it was like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and all the guys were there, the BL Tech guys. Mm-hmm. And it was those guys and Greg, and we were out there playing. They all had the units, the boss units, and it's intimidating. And it'll keep up. You can turn the rate of fire. It's got a digital control panel, and it even has like an access card. So like to badge into a building like corporations have, you have to badge it on because of the safety. It's for you. Boom, you turn it on. You can set the rate of fire. So it'll keep up.
No, they definitely put a lot of work into it, which is, I got to give them credit for all of that, and I'm really excited just for it to hit the market. Really quick shout out to 3 Division. Your shout out, 3 Division in the Netherlands. Your shout out is approved. Angry Maple. Your shout out is approved. Let's see if there are any more. That being said, I mean, we're looking forward to hopefully seeing some new releases or just some new interesting stuff at SHOT Show because we're both going to be there.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah, I mean, we play this game myself along with the Airsoft GI staff every year when we go, which is let's see who can find the most expensive thing on the floor. The first year I played, Tim, he got some help, but he went by, I believe it was the Beretta booth, but he found these 3 shotguns that were being sold as a package, and all of them were inlaid with like silver details, and I think the total price for all those guns was north of $100,000.
What?
Because each gun was like $33,000 to $35,000.
Oh, just 33 to 35 grand.
Well, it was basically like each gun like had gone from a firearm to a piece of art from all of the silver inlay and engraving that they'd done into the gun itself.
Wow.
So it's really more of a wall piece. If you fire that, you're kind of damaging like a painting. So.
New BMW, new shotgun.
Yeah. So,
3 new shotguns, small affordable home.
Dilemma.
Yeah.
Dilemma. Actually, someone just asked, hey, Bob, can you ask Jonathan how much his optic is?
It was about $120 for the setup. It's not real.
No, of course not.
That's a repro, and it was the combo. You got both. You got the magnifier, and everything. So
Kawasaki Rider is asking price of Vector, please. I don't believe Crytek has initially announced any pricing. They've just unless Frank Woods has any other information we aren't aware of. But if they've announced on their Facebook, then it's probably going to be there. Do you know anything on that?
No.
Yeah, I haven't heard a peep.
I can't imagine. I mean, it's custom made. It's an AEG. It's an interesting form factor to make an AEG work in, so it's going to take some special magic. So I'm sure it's going to be on the premium end. I mean, I would probably guess, pure speculation, probably about the same price as the LVOA, maybe. I'd say so. So brace yourself, like that, or like the Evo. Evo 3A1 from ASG, kind of in that range. So it's not going to be something for the masses. I don't think. Don't expect like a $200 price point.
No. Now, Assassin Jacko 65. When is the next event at Ballahack Airsoft for Virginia? You can actually find that out yourself at ballahackops.com. Also, Ballahack's Facebook page is very active. They put out an amazing amount of content. I highly suggest checking that out.
But Bob, you got a spoon feed.
No. John Barron, do you know any good fields near Memphis, Tennessee?
Near Memphis? No.
Dang it.
That was too far away. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee.
Ah.
So that's like too far. I don't really know. I know there's a military training facility in West Memphis, Arkansas, which is right across the river, but that's not an airsoft field.
Jonathan, will you ever make it to Chicagoland?
I would love to make it to Chicagoland. I've never been to Chicago at all.
Missing out on so much
I
deep
know.
dish pizza.
I have family there.
Really?
I actually have, family. He's in his medical residency right now.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
My overachieving cousin. Yeah. I ended up in YouTube. He got like a full ride through like Ivy League school and all that. I'm not bitter.
No big deal. No,
I'm not bitter.
No. Really quick shout out to Biscuit Airsoft. Your shout out is approved. Someone was saying, what are the age limits to the Tim versus Bob events? I assume you mean the BB Wars events. Generally, the age limit is around 12 to 14 and up, but it changes with each and every field we go to. Whatever their field age limit is, that is what we're going to put out. So generally, the majority of our events have been 12 years and up. However, again, that does change based on the local field that we're going to be holding events at.
I like that one from Elliot up there. One that's dancing at the top.
Good Lord. Bob, I've been hearing a lot of hate toward KWA from a local store. Why did that comment go away?
It's right there.
From Elliot Roof, Bob, I've been hearing a lot of hate toward KWA from a local store. They say KWA is really low quality now and that their Taiwan counterpart is the real deal. Is this true? Do you want to answer that one?
I'll jump on this one.
Yeah.
No. The answer is they're both made in the same factory. They're both made exactly there. And in fact, with KWA's price drop right now, to get their M4s, like your basic M4 with wired to the front, to like $199. Isn't that the map on it? It's sub 200. It's like right at $200 or under.
Wait, are you talking about the RM4?
The RM4.
No,
yeah.
I believe that's currently going on for $279.95. But the thing is,
No, they just dropped one though.
Well, I know that dropped in price because they also dropped the PTS ERG right before then. So let's just take a look because it is nice that they actually wired it to the rear because that takes care of a lot of issues. Yeah, $279.95.
That one's that one, but no, it's the basic one that is still wired to the front. It's not with the rail because that one's got the rail on it.
No, this doesn't have a rail.
Doesn't have a rail?
This is the basic one. Yeah,
Sure.
Absolutely. See?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, with the price drop, it doesn't matter. Still a fantastic gun.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one of the best platforms just out of the box. It is good. If you want to do upgrades, it's fantastic. It doesn't take much to get those upgraded, very much at all. So, look at this.
Oh, look at the
What is
fancy.
this?
Being fancy.
This is magic. You can make things appear on the screen.
Heresy.
Internet magic.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's, I mean, for the price, it's a great gun, premium gun. There's a few in that premium lineup I really like. But yeah, I don't know what they're talking about. I've not had any trouble with them. They did make a change years ago when they released their the CQRs, with the polymer lowers. But now they're kind of, it's the same. It's still good.
Yeah.
So
No, I would also echo Jonathan's statements that, I would highly recommend KWA guns, and specifically the RM4A1. I am saving up for an RM4. I was originally going to get a PTS ERG, but with the price drop on the RM4, I mean, I can't buy it right now, but that's probably going to be one of the next guns I get, just because it is so much fun to shoot. The recoil is substantial. Benjamin Rodriguez, hey Bob, can you ask Jonathan how much his optic is on his gun? We actually answered that a little while ago.
But the lag.
Yeah, so hopefully you can peel back and listen to that. Bob and John, would you ever play at a retired missile base?
It's probably the Mako, the Mac. So I'm assuming you're talking about?
Wait, Mako is at a retired missile base?
Yeah, it's an old Nike missile base.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh,
True story.
Didn't know that.
Yep.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It'd be interesting to play, it seems like get repetitive at an underground silo because it'd just be up and down, up and down, up and down. So.
Or you splat.
Okay, fine.
Hey, the Monday video this week, shameless plug, I just talked about the video that, the one that's been out for a couple years where the guy falls off the roof.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That was actually a really cool video to watch. I'm thankful he's not really hurt. I mean,
Yeah.
he gets up and walks away at the end.
I
so
think he had his like broken leg or something. But
did he
healed.
really?
It healed. Broken or
it's-
sprained. Yeah.
It looked like he got up and walked.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn.
He was in a tough spot.
Yeah,
But
touche.
I couldn't imagine there. I mean, but that's Milsim for you. Most
Mm-hmm.
of these places aren't super OSHA compliant.
Saying it lightly.
Yeah.
Warcrafters, your shout out is approved. Yeah, actually, at the first and second Irene I went to, which is out at Fort Knox, the Special Forces Training Course in Fort Knox, Zussman City, actually.
Yep.
There was a gentleman each one of the games that fell down one of the elevator shafts, and that's why they put giant pads at the bottom. He fell 2 stories, like,
The pads are this thick.
No, it was
Oh,
like,
they put, like, the big-
this,
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
like
All
super thick. So it just sucks because if you land on your gun, not only do you break your gun, but you also like break something on your body. So
Yeah.
So he got really lucky.
I fall like every game I play, at least once. Like, and fall pretty darn good. That's why I wear that helmet. In fact, that gun's taken a dive. Like, it took
Yeah?
a pretty nasty one at Ironclad, Operation Ironclad.
I don't know. Maybe there's like this mild aura of bad luck that surrounds you with like falling and such,
Or lack of coordination.
or lack of coordination. That could be a better way to term it.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's no aura about it.
Nope,
It's just
touche,
called
touche.
bad coordination.
Let's see here. Derek Wang, your shout out is approved. Angry Maple, when y'all coming back to Texas, Bob? Well, I cannot wait to be able to tell you when we're coming back to Texas. However, until we make the games live out there, I'm not allowed to publicly say anything. So we're hard at work on getting those live, and there are going to be some coming very soon. Have you been to Rancho Cucamonga Arena? That's from Johnny Gonzalez. I have not been there. Have you been there as well?
No, because what Insight Interactive used to be in Rancho Cucamonga.
That's correct, yeah.
But I've never heard of that one.
Yeah.
That one's new. No.
Matthew Bradley, how much does the boss unit cost? Well, we actually had BL Tech on one of our previous live shows. I believe it was only like 2 or 3 weeks ago, actually 3 or 4. And they were talking about the boss unit might be in like the $550 to $600 range. So definitely not on, in the affordable arena. However, when Polar Star first came out with their engine, like those were like $500, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, I can't afford it. No one's be able to afford it now." Now look how widespread those are.
Yep.
So I believe that it does have a chance to make some impact in the market. I'm just really excited for it to finally get out there and be used properly.
Yep. Especially if I think that they strip out some of the features to help drive the price down.
I think so too.
I think they can get it to an affordable level. I love what they did, like we talked about earlier, like putting everything into it and all the electronics and the gadgets and gizmos and passcode and all that. But if you can strip that out and save a lot of money, I think it'd be good.
Yeah, no, I think that would
price down.
I'd rather have like a I guess like a competition edition that costs like $100 to $200 less minimum. So. Austin McFarland, how's the Airsoft GI store in Dallas, Texas? It's awesome. I can't wait to go back out there. The staff is legit. The guy who manages the store actually grew up in Bakersfield as well, which I highly approve of. And he's got a solid beard, which you would, of course, approve of. So I would highly suggest going to check it out. The staff is really friendly. You can test out guns in the store. You can actually check out a map of D14. The folks from D14, their family, are actually model train builders. So they actually built a 2 scale. And when I looked at it, they're literally like tiny men in green and tan uniforms running around fighting each other.
What?
Yeah, it was a bit nuts. I was pretty happy.
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I've never been.
Unacceptable.
I haven't been. I know. I haven't been to your Virginia store either.
I'm quite.
I have ordered from your Virginia store though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well played. Well played. Yeah.
And we got a little handwritten note in there too.
Oh, look at you guys.
They were like, "Thank you."
Jeez, gosh. Some gentleman was asking earlier for you to respond back to a question, which I guess he sent me as well. Ooh, from Siochi Razul, AA12. Thoughts?
AA12? Me want.
Okay, yeah, me too.
Yeah, come on.
For those of you that aren't aware, Tokyo Marui is supposedly coming out with an AA-12 automatic shotgun, which is awesome. I've been eagerly awaiting seeing one in the airsoft market for so long.
It's on pre-order. I've seen it pre-order in some overseas places.
That's correct.
But, whoa, the train.
It's loud.
It is.
It's
It's like
loud.
right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen it on pre-order, so I can't wait for like it to get this way. If it'll hit the States, maybe you guys will carry it. Please.
Yeah, no, I
Please, Uncle Walt.
Oh my God, I'm just going to put like a pre-order down on that as soon as I know.
Yeah.
Do you think the boss unit sounds too realistic?
Depends on where you live.
Correct.
If you're in a state where guns are a little, If you're like where I'm from in Tennessee,
Yeah, I mean, if you want to use it like in an urban area like Hollywood Sports Park in Bellflower, California, that would not be a good suggestion because it's surrounded by residential housing, and I'm sure the cops would be there in a split second. However, in an outdoor field that's removed from a lot of the urban community, I think that'd be a really good setup. Or specifically at Ballahack Airsoft, which is a great field. Period. That'd be a great place to use it. Or Code Red or Mr. Paintball down in San Diego, which is where I believe the most recent use of the Boss units were.
Yep. It's indoor, though. I mean, if it's really tight indoor, you might even need a little bit of ear pro.
Yeah, they were talking about updating it with different levels, whereas level 5 would be, you need ear pro to use it if you're going to be shooting indoors. Level 1 is you could use it without anyone else around you needing ear pro. So it'd be interesting if they put that in on the next edition of those.
Chris Comstock, I'm with you, buddy.
Where is that? Oh, it disappeared. What did he say? Oh, nice. Nice. Yes.
My check's in the mail.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris.
Aiden Hinkie, we've been getting a lot of questions about the audio. Maybe it's delayed a little bit. I'm really sorry about that. We are trying to fix it. Not going to answer that one. Okay. What do you think... What do you think as an Elite Force M4 CQC Next Gen as a first gun?
I think it's good. I mean, I think, I get the question a lot. What's the best first gun? What's the best gun? It's what you can afford at the time. I mean, if you can only afford a $100 gun and that's all you can do, get it. Try it out. The thing is, as a first gun in Airsoft, you don't know what you're really going to want until you get into the sport and really start playing a hobby sport and all that. So me, I own way too many guns. I've purchased and sold more guns than I can count over the decades of being an Airsoft, or decade of being an Airsoft. But I think it's a very solid gun. Any gun with a warranty and a US-based support, or any gun you can get from a great retailer that has good warranty support, shameless plug here, is definitely a good choice. So as long as you have good warranty support behind that, and good customer service behind it, I think you're in a great spot. And I do like the Elite 4 CQC. I've actually run a couple games with that a long time ago.
Someone was also asking about the Beretta ARX 160.
Yep, I had that.
Yeah?
I ran that at Broken Home a couple years ago.
Oh,
actually.
nice.
Yeah, I threw a Type 4 barrel in it. That was it. Didn't need it really, though.
I'm personally actually a big fan of that gun. I like it when, I see a gun and I'm like, oh, I'm going to hate that. Then I finally use it and I completely change my opinion, which is what happened with the Beretta ARX 160. It looks a little funky at first, but it's actually rather ergonomic once you get your hands on it. So I would highly suggest that gun if anyone's looking for it.
And it shoots good, too.
It does shoot really well.
Really good.
And it's got a little bit of blowback, too,
Yeah,
which
it
is
does.
nice.
But if you don't like the blowback, it's super easy. Just pull the bolt back, it locks.
Yep.
No more blowback.
BB Wars, New York, tell us, New Yorkers, you can do it. Tell me. I can't tell you because if we don't have a game that's been publicly announced, I can't say anything about it, so I'm really sorry.
You are such a buzzkill.
I know. We are planning on hitting different areas than last year, just to kind of spread out the love to the rest of the United States. Hopefully we can do some in Canada. Really hoping. And see a good friend, Robo Murray. Which
yes.
You should definitely check out that
You
gentleman's
got to be
channel.
near Vancouver for that. Or no, he's not. He's in
Toronto.
Toronto. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, wrong side.
Vancouver's on the west coast. Yeah.
Sorry, not over here. Over there.
I'd actually, when we were drawing out the map for BB Wars, I specifically put him in rebel-held territory so that we have a chance to defend it. On the off chance we got to go play up there. So
I didn't get to see him. I was in Niagara Falls. I was in Buffalo and never went across. I should have gone to visit. He lives outside in a place called London.
London, Canada?
Yeah, believe it or not, London, Canada.
No, I have heard of London, Canada. I just always giggle a little bit.
Yep.
And if you can, check, what is his website exactly?
It's just Robo Murray Airsoft, I think, his YouTube page.
No, I'm thinking about the t-shirt apparel thing.
Oh, Robo Apparel.
Okay, that's what it was. Dang.
Yep.
So check out roboapparel.com. A lot of cool t-shirts on there. I'm a fan of quite a few of them. There's one with the four nods down, the GP.
Yep.
Yeah, that looks really dope.
I like the heads up, guns up.
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I've got that one, actually. In blue.
I can't speak Spanish. Phoenix Teddy Airsoft rematch, Bob, highly accepted. Let's see.
I do speak Spanish, and I'm doing great there, Departed.
Oh, dang it. It's weird. I grew up in a farming family, and all of my babysitters I had growing up only spoke Spanish and no English, and they taught me French in middle school.
Taught you French. I took 2 years of Spanish in middle school and high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, in high school. And I know enough Spanish to get me into a fight, but not talk me out of a fight.
That's very unfortunate.
That's like the most dangerous spot, You can get yourself in a bad spot, but I can't talk myself out of it.
That's unacceptable.
It is.
Unacceptable.
It is. I'm done.
Well, really quick, we are getting to the end of the show. Aiden Hinkie, your shout-out is approved. Kraken Airsoft shout-out is approved. And I want to talk to you really quickly about just some games that you've been playing recently, just because I know you are a bit of a gamer. Now, you were telling me earlier you've played or still play Arma 3, Battlefield 4. You're thinking about getting Fallout, which I would highly suggest.
I need to because I'm traveling. I'm on the road in my RV, so internet is iffy. So I need something a little offline.
Yeah,
so
that would really sate those
It's
desires.
really crunched my online play.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yes.
And that's kind of frustrating. Also, you have played Skyrim and you have not finished it.
Nope. Shame on me.
So I can't ask Stormcloaks or Imperials.
No.
Oh,
Sorry.
God.
I'm not there yet.
Gosh.
I know.
Okay.
And I don't even think I have my saved game, so I'm going to start from the beginning again.
Well, that's
It's on
not,
my, I've got a
not
new
all
computer.
that bad,
I got a
actually.
laptop.
That's not all that
So I get to
bad.
replay it.
Yeah, which is there's a lot of stuff to replay. Yeah. All right, Thunderboy Gaming, Thundery Bob. My apologies. Your shout out is approved, as well as Overwatch Airsoft shout out, which is approved. Let's see if there are any other questions. Chase Swinth, your shout out is approved, as well as Mr. Muncherman. Good to see you back here. Your shout out is approved, as well as Blue Sheep Gaming Ultra shout out, which is approved.
I'm going to wear out his snappers.
All right, yeah, this is gonna.
I can't do the double snap. I can only do the right snap.
Quietly judging.
Yes.
Let's see. Well,
Shameful judging eyes.
yeah. We're actually running out to the tail end of the show, so once again, I want to remind you guys to check out Jonathan from Airsoftology on his YouTube channel.
Oh, that's my cue? Airsoftology.com.
Indeed.
Or actually, no. It's youtube.com/airsoftologist is actually the name. But you can type in Airsoftology. You'll find me. Big yellow logo.
Also, make sure to check out his web store where you can pick up this stuff and more. These are cool PVC patches. Thank you again for giving these to me.
Hey, well, thank you for shamelessly plugging these.
No problem.
You need like a dollar sign, like the cash register going off whenever you put them up. Cha-ching!
Cha-ching, cha-ching. Yeah, but check them out on airsoftology.com/store. Give them some likes, comment on the videos. It's always great to see you providing new content. I think it's great for the airsoft community in general, and I'm also pleased it's Punch that you decided to stop by our live show. Once again, Thank you, Jonathan, and thank you all for stopping in. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye.